Breaking news out of California. Car chase on the freeway. Nothing really out of the ordinary. It seems like a daily occurrence in this dumpster fire of a state. So keep it tuned right here. Any developments, we will be quick to break in. I'm about to take a shower. I'm very sweaty. It's hot out. And we will be back, if this is still underway, we'll be back to take your calls. So stay tuned to this thrilling police chase. Uh-oh. Little police shenanigans there. Trying to get him to spin it out, but he's got the power of German engineering behind him. He is back on the road, and he is pedal to the metal. Eastbound and down. He is loaded up, and he is getting the fuck out of there. So, hell of an attempt by the police, but it turns out it's not enough for that perfect German engineering. All right, folks, we are ready to get down to business here. This guy is hauling it, and these phone lines are wide open. If you want to chime in, let us know what the police chases are like in your neck of the woods. I got to say, they're probably nothing like California, where this is an hourly basis. But regardless, we might as well sit back and enjoy the show because it's free entertainment to these nut jobs in California that just cannot seem to stop committing crimes. So 'tis what it is. Real hot. We got a real hot mic. 'Tis what it is, and it's not a static in there. Gotta work that static out. There we go. And then we can get a little something like that. There's echo on there. A little bit of echo. Bit of echo. What can you do? So again, we are flying down California 91, Kramer Boulevard and Glassell Street, Northeast Anaheim. So this guy is probably trying to get to Disney World real quick. He has got shit to do and places to be, and he has got no time to deal with the police right now. So good luck to him. We hope he can get away. He's got a real slick car, and I'm going to guess that is stolen. You usually don't see criminals in $80,000 sedans. But now we got something. Is he approaching an intersection here? He's doing a lot of swerving. Trying to get on that exit. That must be the Disneyland exit, because he is in a hurry to get to Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one is in Anaheim, or maybe he's going to an Angels game. It's hard to tell, but either way, by the looks of it, he's got front row seats if he's going to that Angels game. So he's probably got no time to deal with the police, and he has no interest in stopping. So time will tell what is going to happen to this man. It never turns out good, but maybe this guy will be the first one to achieve freedom after a police chase. So you're tuned in right here to the best action on earth via, I think, Fox, some shit out of Los Angeles, their helicopter feed here. Continuing down California 91, Northeast Anaheim. Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Give that a call. Let us know what you think about this police chase or any other California police chase, as they seem to happen on an hourly basis. Not sure what is happening in California that makes people do this constantly, but here we are again. It just never ends. It's like once they saw OJ doing it, they're like, yep, that's the route I'm going to go when I got the police on my case. I'll just drive down the interstate at random speeds. There we are, back on it. It's as though they've never seen a news coverage of one of these police chases and realized, like, shit, every single one of them gets caught. Like, it's entertaining, but I don't understand the point of these. It's not like the police are just going to be like, well, we tried. Although that's exactly what they did with the guy that climbed the pole yesterday. They just left. And then eventually the guy just climbed down the pole on his own and just walked away. Maybe they thought, well, shit, they let pole guy go yesterday. Now I'm going to get away. If I was a betting man, I would say he's not going to end up getting away, but you never know. Like, you got to do it. You never know, so you might as well just do it and try it, see what happens. Roll the dice. Maybe one of these days, these criminals will crack the code to getting away when there's 24 police and a couple helicopters following you. But until then, we will stay tuned right here. Every time Fox in Los Angeles goes live with their helicopter, I am going to hijack the stream and stream it live anytime I'm available to do so. And we'll actually give you commentary, because if you could see the bottom, suppose I could drop this ticker real quick. Hold on a second. You can see no audio available. They got that. That's their ticker scrolling. Like, well, you can't hire me, Fox Los Angeles, to just do the voiceovers for your helicopter police chases. It'd be a lot better than just the dead audio. So maybe they'll see this, and the agent will pass on the info to whoever runs the whatever station this is in Los Angeles, and then they'll have me be the voiceover guy. So if you want me to be the voiceover guy, give it a like, share the video, contact Fox Los Angeles, whatever station Fox in Los Angeles is. Give them a call and tell them they want Shut the Muck Up to be their helicopter police chase voiceover guy, because he keeps it fresh and he keeps it light and he always knows exactly what to say in the right situation. Like, he never runs out of the words. He's got the best words and everybody knows it. So if you don't mind, just give him a call and let him know that this is where you want to be. And I can give it to you straight, right from the source. And here we go again. He's going to try to get to that exit. Now we're by Harbor Boulevard. I'm pretty sure Harbor Boulevard is the Disneyland exit. So, folks, if I had to guess, that is exactly where he's trying to go. He's trying to get the teacup ride before it's too late, and hopefully he'll get there in time. 5:17. It's 3:17 out there in California, so he's got plenty of time to get to Disneyland and ride those cups and whatever else he had planned on doing. So if the police could just back off, this would go a lot more smoothly, and this guy could probably just enjoy the rest of his afternoon. But for some reason, they're really trying to crack down on him. Santa Ana Garden, now Garden Grove, Anaheim, Santa Ana Garden. There we go. This is exactly where it is, folks. He's going to Disney World. Judging by the car he's driving, he's got VIP tickets, and he is in no mood to not go today, because it's a great weather day in Southern California. You can see probably not a cloud in the sky, no chance of rain like usual, and he's just trying to get to the Magic Kingdom. Can you blame him? I cannot. So it is what it is. Still on California 91 West, by exit 27, Anaheim, Santa Ana, Garden Grove. He's on his way to Disneyland, so good luck to him. He's got teacups to ride, and he's got a couple hours to get there, so hopefully he can make his dreams come true. And if you appreciate the live coverage of California police chase that you're seeing, contact the local Los Angeles Fox channel. Let them know that you want Shut the Muck Up to be their live voiceover broadcast man. Just give them a call right now. Just hang up the phone or put your phone down or click on over and give them a call. Those phones are live, folks, and it's not going to call itself. So you got to pick up the phone like this man has picked up the pace in this Mercedes-Benz. Trying to ditch the fuzz so that Popo has got nowhere to go, and he's going to get his way to Disneyland in Anaheim. Now we are in California 91 West, exit 24. Now we're heading towards Los Angeles, so it seems like he is attempting some kind of juke maneuver to fool the police, to not think that he's going to Disneyland. But we all know what he's doing. Look at him. He's trying to fake it out like, oh, nope. Carpool lane just tricked you. I'm not going to an exit. We're going to stick it right here. Another rando car just sitting right there. Not sure what he's doing, if he's trying to just get on camera or some shit. He was watching on his phone. He knew exactly where the helicopter was, and that was right where he was. So he's like, I'm going to pull over the median, get myself on the TV. Hey, Randy, turn on Fox LA. I'm on the TV. What? You ain't seen that silver Mercedes police? Randy, get on the TV. That was just me and the median. Speeds have increased dramatically, folks. We are 75 and flying, approaching 80 miles an hour. Still got plenty of swerving going on. This guy is in no mood to stop, and whatever that truck type thing was there, got pick a lane, buddy. He's doing a little lane riding there. He's makes his own lanes, I guess, but here we are, 80 miles an hour now, and somehow we ended up on I-5. So now we got off of West 91. Now we on North I-5 and exit 116. Still circling that vicinity of Disneyland, so it's in the back of his mind, but he's just got to get rid of them police first. You know, you cannot show up with a convoy of cops at Disneyland. They're going to frown upon that. They're probably going to revoke your VIP pass. So he's got a GTA it. You got to ditch the police before you can achieve the mission, and he's got plenty of time to do it. It's 3:22 in downtown Los Angeles. Plenty of time to get to that Disneyland, which is ultimately what he is trying to do. Guaranteed. And folks, these phone lines are wide open. You can pick up that phone and dial. Let us know what you think of all the police chases and if you would attempt a police chase. Now somehow we are on I-5 South, 117, Artesia Boulevard, Knott Avenue, Whittier. So he's taking the longabout route to get Disney bound, which I guess you can't blame him. Not sure what type of these lanes are. He is in just a double white line with a yellow line. This is some type of magical lane that only exists in California. I've never seen anything like this before. It's hard to tell if he is in the correct flow of traffic or now we're back to normal. And just like that, it's a switcheroo, and it's diamond lane. So I don't know what the double white lines meant. If that's different than the diamond, you tell me. Leave it in the comments or call it up. The phone lines are open. And as far as I know, working correctly so we can take your calls. If you want to call. You heard it live. My cat, Little Cinnamon, is purring into the microphone. No, Cinnamon. There we go. Little Cinnamon Purrs, brought to you by Kruko's boiled ham balls. Continuing our nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat action of Mercedes Highway Chase. We are now Interstate 5 North, exit 120A at Rosecrans Avenue, Downey, Norwalk. None of this means any goddamn thing to me. Now we can see a close-up. What has he got in his hands? A bottle of pills, maybe a pack of Marlboro Reds. It's hard to tell. If anyone hawk-eyed viewers out there can tell what is going on. Some kind of white object. He just throws something out the window. So he's ditching evidence. He's probably methed out of his mind. All hopped up on speedballs, stole the Mercedes, trying to get to fucking Disneyland, throwing more shit out the window. Unbelievable. And this was after they tried a pit maneuver on him. They spun him around 180. They totally did some Tokyo drifting on his ass. And he just pulled right out of it, man. You are not going to pit a Mercedes that easily. You better box them in after you pit them in. Why they never do that is beyond me. They spin them out and then they just sit there. Seems like all you got to do is just spin them out and box them in. They got nowhere to go. Let them smash and thrash all they want on them cop cars. You could shoot out the tires. Hell, shoot the guy dead if you want to. It's California. That's probably what the police are going to do anyway. Now he's got the window back up. He's like, windows up, the tint goes up, Mercedes bands in the Windows 80s. Like they're Eminem, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome. You get very intense rapping skills. Still rocking I-5 North and exit Freeway North. Downey, Norwalk. Here's that double white line again. Just a mysterious meaning. Nobody knows what the double white line means on the California highways. If you're from the Los Angeles area and you have any idea what the hell that is going on there, give us a call. The phone lines are wide open. We are ready to take your calls, and it'd be good to see if I got the system set up correctly anyway, because it's concerning. It should be somebody calling by now. You're tuned in. Well, there we go. Sky Fox live. This is your chance to call in live during a car chase and let your opinions be known on what do you think of Disneyland? You know, is it worth it when you're in the middle of a car chase? Is it worth going to? Call now, 707-739-6825, and you better believe that spells out 707-739-MUCK. I paid Google $14 for this custom number. And God damn it, you better call in. ZX lo 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 lo. Coming back down to a crawl here. Looks like he's got a decision to make. Whether he's going to try to take an exit or nope. He get back to that diamond lane, buddy. You were just smooth sailing. Now look, now what do you got going on? Ooh, it's a white Prius conspiracy. They are plotting against you. Oh, that's a distraction. The busted up white Prius. Oh, get him distracted now. The other white Prius in front of him, he's probably dropping tire strips or spike strips or nails or some type of car impairment device. Oh, yeah, now look, he's just out of frame like he's not part of any of this. All it would take is that semi to just cut over right now, and the rear trailer tires would just run over the fucking car. Trust me, folks, I've been around semis my whole life. That semi could have stopped this car chase immediately. If the police want to be serious about this shit, fuck the Chargers, fuck the Ferraris, get a semi. Stop every car chase right in its tracks. The other alternative would be a monster truck, but that just seems obscene, hard to fit into a lane. A semi fits nicely into a lane, and it will... That trailer tires will crush that car no problem. Just run it right over. Like it's not even there. No, we are picking up the pace again. He got exits on his mind, and he finally realized if he gets out of the lane and just drives on the shoulder, he can go much faster. And the downside of that being there's debris over there. Probably a lot of pebbles and debris, and now we got the window down again. What is he doing? He's letting all that air conditioning out the window like a fucking asshole, you know? Just look at him. What a dick. No seatbelt on, so this should end up well when he gets inevitably spun out or crashes or they spike strip him and he blows a tire and he is going to flip. He is going to get ejected from that car. Guaranteed. So pick up that phone and call that number now, 707-739-6825. And let us know, how far will he fly when the police spin him out and he gets ejected from the vehicle? We got place your bets now, folks. 10, 20, 50 meters. Who knows? It's hard to tell. But we are going to find out together eventually. Unless the helicopter runs out of gas and it's got to go back to the airport to refuel, in which case the chase is over. But in the meantime, pick up that phone or leave it in the comments now. How far? In meters, yards, feet, centimeters. It doesn't even matter. Fathoms. Whatever you pick. How far will he fly when he gets ejected from this car? Because again, he has no seatbelt on. And he eventually will crash or get spun out. So it's only a matter of time. I'm going to say 152 feet. I'm going to fucking just click that right in the comments. 152 feet. Bam! That's how far he is going to fly out of that car. He is going to get ejected. He's got no seatbelt on, and once he crashes, it's over. He is going to be smeared all over that fucking pavement, buddy boy. You better believe it. Oh, it's a DUI suspect. Kind of got my ticker is in my lower third is in the way of their lower third. But you get the gist. You figure it out. Fox 11 is what we're talking about here. 85 miles an hour, folks. This guy is not fucking around. You got a replay of the pit maneuver, which right there, all they had to do is just keep smashing into him, and he was driving forward. Just smash into him. Not this one. This one is spinning him out. There's going to be one coming up right to the right, and then that one, the far right one. Hit him head on, you idiot. You would have stopped the thing immediately. And then this guy that did the pit maneuver should have kept going, got behind him. Third car on the right should have just smashed right into the front of him right there. The chase would have been over. Why they do this shit is beyond me. If you're going to smash into him like that and damage one squad car, bam, hit him in the front. You had the fucking opportunity. It's like, do you need to get fucking Dale Earnhardt Jr. as a Los Angeles police officer and show him how it's done? You could bring Dick Trickle back from the dead and have him do that. Just give him a fucking stock car. And that's all they do is just pit people all day long. The right way. For a DUI suspect, I got to say this guy is driving very well. Seems like he has got his shit under control and figured out. Got that drunk driving mastered. He's holding his lane well. He's not really causing any problems. He is barely even watching the road, and he's still doing a great job. So kudos to this guy. The most The safest drunk driver on the road right here. You're seeing him live. No, look at this guy in the Tesla. He's trying to drag race this fucking guy. He's like, pink slips, buddy. Let's line them up. Mercedes, man, having nothing to do with that, unfortunately. I wonder how many of these people realize, like, get alerts on their phone and then be like, oh shit, this is on the interstate I am. Then you're constantly just looking around for a silver Mercedes, possibly in your area. Oh, do we have...
May not be aware of at this time, but certainly his driving patterns are extremely desperate. Even during the pit maneuver, it was done well by CHP, but he was able to drive out of it. Sort of a lucky circumstance for him. And at some point in time, they'll get the airship above and perhaps try another pit maneuver when it's safe. But what's on the forefront of the mind of law enforcement is making sure that when they conduct this pit maneuver, that it's done in a manner that won't bring a hazard to the general public.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying too when it comes to the spike strips, because it's unusual for a pit maneuver to happen this time of day on a busy freeway, but the circumstances were just right. It was under that 35 mile per hour threshold, Jim. But when it comes to spike strips, traffic conditions have to be just right then too. So when you talk about how to bring this thing to an end with speeds now in the 40s, spike strips are difficult given the flow of traffic right now.
That's right, and it's great to see the fact that they're using restraint. They're stepping back a little bit. They can bring an airship to monitor where he's going. So as we see in most of these cases, the suspect's not going anywhere. So by backing off, perhaps his driving pattern will slow down, and then we can execute when there's a position of advantage to do so.
Okay, well, you know, we cover these, and as mentioned, we've been on the air at some points, you know, for hours, and we do this as a public service announcement.
All right, so there you go. There got all the info you could possibly imagine, albeit it was oddly quiet. I got the volume was all the way up, and it was negative 20 dB coming in there. There you go. Maybe that's their tactic. They're just gonna back up, they got the helicopter on them, so we'll see what happens. What is that in the passenger seat? A duffel bag, or what the fuck is that? It's hard to say what the fuck that is. But either way, this guy is having none of this pull over bullshit. He is in it to win it, regardless of the outcome, which, again, is not going to be good. Unless they spike strip his tires and he just mashes on it and loses control. And we've already seen he's not wearing a seatbelt, so he is going to get ejected. Big time. And we are taking bets on how far he's going to fly. I set the limit. I set the line at 152. You think he's going to be over and under or a push? Let it know in the comments, and we will figure it out. Yeah, it seems to be a duffel bag in the passenger seat there. This guy surely does like to make lane changes. Keeps swerving over like he's going to take exits and then cuts back over to the left. Just pick a fucking lane and stick with it. Or I never understood why the police just can't make a 4-vehicle box, get a guy in front, one on each side, one behind, and then you all just slow down at the same time, and the guy has nowhere to go. If you're all in SU, what what was that all about? What was he thinking there? He's gonna stop, drop, and roll and just tumble his way in that bourbon? Fucking Master P his way out of here with the bourbons and lax, mansions and bitches, money and weed, the made life.
One bright with the fantasy, when it's so dark and he's the last light to see.
Not sure what is going on with the helicopter here, but it keeps blacking out briefly, but it keeps popping back, so maybe just in a little bad signal area. It's hard to tell, but we are still. Now we're somehow back on California 91 West. I am not familiar with the interstate system in California at all. Ooh, he's flopping over there. He's just busting right through them little slapsticks. Which one is live? Left, right box? Right box is live. What in the fuck? Every time it seems like he's going to take an exit, he'll just swerve back over. Now you're fucked. Now you're just sort of sitting in gridlock. Wasn't that a Tupac movie, Gridlocked? Anybody ever seen Gridlocked? Call in and give us your review on Gridlocked. Like how nobody seems bothered by his bizarre driving because they all do just insane shit as well. Just random erratic lane changes. Everyone's like, yeah, that's just normal day on the California freeways. Now working his way back over to that carpool lane. And in a few minutes, he will snake his way back over, looking like he's going to take an exit. But once he hits the exit, he will crank it back over and try to get back into that carpool lane. Driving like a granny. Both hands on the wheel. He's at like 11:30 and 12:30, however that works. Drunk as hell, apparently. He was a DUI suspect. Stolen Mercedes on his way to Disney World. He's trying to figure out what exit to take, and he's having a hell of a time. Looks like he sideswiped something there. So the owner of that car is not going to be having a good day. Unless he is the owner of the car, but how often do Mercedes owners just go crazy, get drunk at noon, and start harassing the highway? Reaching for something in the back seat. Maybe he's got a sack of beef jerky back there. Got to stay proteined up when you're running from the police trying to get that. And yeah, it looks like the door trim is fucking hanging right off there, just peeled right out. So that's probably going to be a $1,500 repair minimum just on that door strip. Another juke maneuver. With how bad California traffic is, you would think these people would finally understand to stay off the interstates. Get on the surface streets. Going to be a lot less traffic. You'll be able to evade the helicopter much more easily instead of just driving down a wide open strip of real estate, acting like you're going to get away, which is never going to happen. But folks, the good news is this guy does not have his seatbelt on. And given the chance to spike strip him or pit him again if he gets erratic and gets up to high speed, he will get ejected from the car. So that's what you see in the comments there. 152 feet. That's the betting thing. That's the line. You think he's going to get over or under 152 feet of flying distance from the car once he is inevitably ejected from the car? He is not wearing a seatbelt. And place your bets now, or better yet, pick up the phone and dial that number. That's 707-739-6825. These phone lines are wide open, folks. Give us your opinion on how far he's going to fly when he gets ejected from the car following the inevitable crash he's going to be in. Or just let us know what you think about California police chases in general. Or anything you want to talk about. Choice is yours. You have the freedom to pick up that phone and dial that number and let your voice be heard on the interwebs. I mean, this guy could at least have the courtesy to start sideswiping some cars or something. You know, just get a little zhuzh in your police chase. If you're gonna do it, you might as well fucking go for it. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought. Fellow Mercedes brother down there in the black car gonna line him up and race him. Look at him. There we go. He's lining him up. Silver Mercedes for the win. Hopefully we get some action picking up here shortly. What the police's plan is. These helicopters probably only got hour and a half worth of fuel because you got to take into consideration getting back to the airport. So I'm not sure how long we've been. About an hour already here. I don't know how much more of this helicopter's got left, folks. Unless something happens quick, we may be running out of time. So it's really, it's hard to tell exactly what the police are doing here. What the point of even having cars follow is if you're not going to do anything. You know, we want to see some action. How much time are we talking here? Helicopter-wise. You think the station would have a couple of them. Oh, yeah, I guess if they figure he's drunk, you probably don't want. Although he's hitting 80 at points. Seems like he's sweating. He's wiping sweat off his brow. He doesn't. It's probably all on a touch screen trying to turn that damn AC on. He has no idea what's going on. But he's got a blue air freshener in there, so he's smelling good. You know that. Yep, just a little Sunday stroll down old I-10. I-10 West. But for somebody who's allegedly drunk, he is driving remarkably well. So he hasn't hit anything. He's not even swerving. He's staying right in his lane where he belongs. So this guy, he's probably filming another helicopter. He's probably currently filming an instructional video on how to properly drive drunk. So of course he's not going to pull over. And now he's stressed out. Yes, 707, it's a California prefix and whatnot, but it's the only one. It's a Google voice number. It's the only one I could find that spells muck. 6825 spells muck. So 707 739 muck. Paid $14 for that phone number. But I also wanted one. It just sounds good. 707 739 6825. A lot of shit around here, Wisconsin area code like 920 or 608. 414 used to be our area code, but Milwaukee got too big, so that's strictly Milwaukee. And Waterloo's prefix is 478, so it used to be 414, 478, and I just like it how it rolls off the tongue. So I thought, yeah, 707 739 muck. Worth $14. I just got to make sure I use that every 30 days, otherwise they'll take it back. Fucking cat is currently biting my hand. Hell yeah, best $14 ever spent. There's a replay of that pit maneuver again where they just should be this guy spins him out. And once he spins him out, he goes immediately to the back of the car while that top cop car smashes into the front of him. And then boom, end of chase. It would have been done. But they spin the guy out and then just sit there like, God, I hope he stops. It's so stupid. If you're going to use one car, you got that push guard on it, fucking start hitting shit. Or like I said, get a semi and you can run these motherfuckers over. Just the trailer tires will run them clean over. You can just crush these cars so easily with nothing more than a semi-trailer. And finally, we're getting some city streets here. West Washington Boulevard. Yeah, exactly. It's not like, and then, so you get some, maybe reinforce the goddamn things. Have Ford or whoever's making them just have reinforced front and rear quarter panels. Where are we going now? This does not look like Disneyland. What the fuck is this guy doing? It's just all of this just to park in a parking spot, just some random parking spot, just like nonchalant, like, no, hey buddy, waving, I'm cool, man. What? I told you I'm cool. I'm just trying to get my fucking ticket to Disneyland. That is so weird. Okay. Throws his, looks like keys and phone down. Leaves the door open. Hooting and hollering about something. Oh my God, what the fuck was the point of all this? Like, if you just, duh. No resistance at all. Like, what the hell was the point of the chase? They still think there's somebody in the car or something? That guy, left cop there's got his gun on the car. See, that's what I'm saying. He's not acting drunk. He just seems like, what the fuck? Like, what are the cops here for? And he's throwing his shit on the ground, but he was driving straight. Didn't hit nobody. This is a weird one. I've watched a lot of fucking police chases on this Fox 11 out of L.A. Yeah, this was a weird one. I've never seen one end like this. Just pulling into a random parking lot, parking pretty properly into a stall. Is there someone else in the car? What are they doing here? Yelling at someone to get out of the way? It looked like a duffel bag in the passenger seat, but do they have reason to believe that someone else is in there? What the hell is just happening here? Ah. Why did they cut away and now who's this dickhead? Looking like a fucking wet fart here. Let's see what this asshole has to say.
There, from what we were told, it started all the way there in San Bernardino, got to downtown Los Angeles. That driver in that silver Mercedes-Benz pulling into that parking lot, surrendering peacefully to.
And that's it. They just, as the guy's talking, they just cut their live feed. So, all right. Run away. I would love to see David Taylor go on a goddamn police chase. Oh, that would be great. Total OJ style. You got Michelle driving the fucking Bronco and everything. It'd be some very entertaining shit. When I was, 11 or 12, whatever, summer 92, 12 years old, so I would have been turning 13 in the fall. Had a party at my house to watch OJ slowly run down the highway. It's pretty memorable. Of course, I'm 44 years old, so I remember seeing the Challenger explode when I was in kindergarten, live on TV. Saw OJ running. Oh, I see you texted me. Nice. I don't know why it didn't. No audible alert. Maybe it only. Because when I do tests, I'll call with my cell phone. I'll call the number, and I can clearly hear it ringing. So maybe a text that doesn't make a sound. I'd have to turn that on or some shit. I don't fucking know. But that's all for this one. If I'm around and available, I will get the next police chase or whatever hell, man climbing pole or whatever the hell else happens with the psychopaths in California. So until then, we'll see you in the replays.